Yes, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
Yes, well, let us continue with the make or buy decision. In the next topic, make or buy decision, we have analysis of different methods for make or buy decision. So there are three different methods are used to analyze make or buy decision. Whether to make a part or buy the part, which is more profitable. So decision is made according to that. So there are three methods. What are those? Simple cost analysis, the first one. Second, break-even analysis. Third one is economic analysis. So in examination, it is asked to list the different methods of make or buy decision and explain. And in some other examination, it is asked explain the break-even analysis for 5 marks. So important questions are covered in this topic here. So let us take one by one. Simple cost analysis, first one. So simple cost analysis, as the name itself indicates, it is very simple to analyze the cost of making and buying. So how it is done? How it is done? First, for making a part. So I have already told you, part is manufactured, either it is manufactured or otherwise it is purchased from the outside supplier. So the example I will take the same, that is a transformer in the power supply. Here the question comes whether to manufacture the transformer in our industry or whether we have to purchase it from the outside supplier. So when the question comes, then we have to take it in this method. First, the cost for making the transformer is calculated and the cost for buying the transformer is calculated. Cost for making, cost for buying, both are calculated and both are compared. Both costs are compared. So whichever is minimum cost, making cost is minimum, then go for make. If buying cost is minimum, then go for buy, which will give the profit for the company. So according to the cost consideration, make or buy, both are calculated separately and they are weighed. They are compared each other. So which gives minimum cost, then accordingly the decision is made. So if making gives the minimum cost, go for make. Decision is taken to make the manufacture the transformer. If buying gives the less cost, then go for buy. The decision is taken to purchase the transformer. So this is very simple to do. So that is why the name is given as simple cost analysis. Is that clear? Okay, let us move to the next method, second one. So the second method is economic analysis. So this is given in a different book, that is Srinivas. Just refer this carefully. So here the economic analysis, the economical analysis includes the formulas here. So you should understand the formulas, you should remember the formulas for calculating the total cost for making, total cost for buying. First it is given to buy. To buy, what is the total cost? Formula is given here. What is the formula? What is the total cost formula? It is A into I plus A into P divided by Q plus Q into C divided by 2. Can you see this? Okay. So in this, what are the terms indicate? Each term here. Q is what? It is the economical purchase quantity. You are going to buy means purchase quantity we should consider. Purchase ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ buy ಅಂತ. So let us take one by one. A is what? Total demand per year. One ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರಬಹುದು? ಈ ಪವರ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಇದನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ 1000 ಪವರ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಬರಬಹುದು. 1000 ಪವರ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ. 1000 ಪವರ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದ್ರಿ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ? 1 ಪವರ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಒಂದೇ ಬೇಕು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್. So minimum 1000 transformer you require. That is the demand per year. So it may be more than that or it may be less than that. So that is taken here as A. A is the total demand per year. Okay, next P is what? Procurement cost per order. Procurement means what? It is the term which means succeed in getting. Succeed in getting means you are purchasing the transformer. How you are going to purchase the transformer? How you are going to succeed in getting the transformer? That called as what? Procurement. So procurement includes ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ನೀವು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ಅದನ್ನ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಮೆನಿ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್ ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಅ efficient reliable supplier so that research should be done then value analysis ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸಪ್ಲೈಯರ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಕೊಟೇಶನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ಒಬ್ಬರು 50 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಒಬ್ಬರು 60 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅದನ್ನ ಅನಲೈಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಓಕೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ನೆಗೋಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ನೀವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ನೆಗೋಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಲ್ರಿ ಅವ್ರು 60 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 50 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು 40 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಸೊ ಯು ಆರ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ನೆಗೋಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ವೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಟೆಂಡರ್ ಸೊ ಟೆಂಡರ್ ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಲಾಟ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿ ನೀವು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಟೆಂಡರ್ ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ ಟೆಂಡರ್ ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಯಾರು ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು ಕೊಟೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅನಲೈಸಿಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಬ್ರು ಯಾವ ಕಡೆ ಸೂಟಬಲ್ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ವೈಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಟೆಂಡರ್ ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಿಂಗ್ that is called as a procurement is that clear so it requires separate cost so that is taken here as a procurement cost for order clear next C is annual carrying cost per item so ಆ item carry ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ if you are purchasing a transformer in a large quantity it should be stored in a storeroom and it should be maintained. There must be a separate storeroom for that, and it should be maintained. There must be some storekeeper. He has to be paid, and without any problem, leakage ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾವ maintenance ಅಂದ್ರೆ leakage ಆಗಲಾರ್ದಂಗ ಧೂಳು ಆಗಲಾರ್ದಂಗ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಾಯಬೇಕು maintain ಮಾಡಬೇಕು otherwise it will not work. Transformer if it is not properly maintained then when it is used it may not work, so it should have certain maintenance. So maintenance cost and storekeeper cost, warehouse and the storeroom, big storeroom. So we have separate costing. Tax, you are going to pay the tax when you are purchasing any items now. So tax, extra cost. So these all extra costs to maintain that item for whole year is called as annual carrying cost per item. Clear? Next, Q is economical purchase quantity. So quantity ni ಎಷ್ಟು purchase ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ 1 lakh purchase ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ 10,000 purchase ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ that is a quantity so that is Q and it is having certain equation here what it is given square root of 280 divided by C A 100 B 100 C 100 is already defined here okay next I is purchase price of 1 unit ನೀವು purchase ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ I am taking the same example because you can understand easily so a transformer you purchase ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು 50 no 60 no that is called as purchase price of 1 unit is that clear so using all these what is done cost is calculated total cost is calculated using this formula so this is the total cost when to buy to assume that we are buying what transformer it may be 10,000 transformer ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಯಾವುದು ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಟು ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ನೀವೇ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು A into I is similar to here ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದು Q ಬದಲಿಗೆ Q1 ಹಾಕಿ plus C into bracket R minus A Q1 by 2R. A little difference is there. So this is the total cost when you make the transformer. Okay. So terms extra you are going to note in terms of is it there is almost same which is extra term you are getting here. Yeah. Production rate is extra and another one Q1. Q1 is quantity only. Q1 is given by this equation. Q1 is what? It is the economical production quantity. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು make ಮಾಡಾಕ್ತೀವಿ produce ಮಾಡಾಕ್ತೀವಿ production quantity it is a quantity but production quantity ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ purchase ಮಾಡಾಕ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ so that is taken as purchase quantity here Q is quantity only in case of buy it will be purchase quantity. In case of made, it will be what? Production quantity. Clear? So, using these, here R is what? Separate, extra is. R is production rate. And then in monthly, yes, produce ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಅಥವಾ 6 months, yes, produce ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. So, if you are producing 100 transformer per month, that becomes the rate. Rate is calculated with time, with days, with respect to some time. So, that is rate. Okay. So, this rate here is considered. It depends on the demand. It depends on the order. The production rate, it varies. Okay. For 1 year, it is calculated. For 1 year, what is the total cost for making the part transformer? Now, you got total cost for buying the transformer. You will get the total cost for making the transformer. Then you should decide which is having minimum cost, because we want the profit for the company. Make ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ profit ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಥವಾ buy ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ profit ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಹೇಗೆ? How should we decide which is of minimum cost? If you buy it will carry 50 rupees. You purchase ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 50 rupees. ಇವೆ ಹೇಳಿ. If you make it, then it may be 60 rupees. Cost one transformer is 60 rupees. Then what do you do? If you make it, it will be 60. If you buy it, it will be 50. It is better to buy it, no, because total cost will be less for buying compared to making. Is that clear? So total costs are calculated here separately for making and buying, and whichever is minimum cost, accordingly the decision is made. Making total cost is less, then go for make. Buying total cost is less, then go for buy. So this is done with respect to formulas. That is why it is called as a economic analysis. Is that clear? Economic analysis ಅಲ್ಲಿ separate ಆಗಿ formulas use ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ making ಮತ್ತೆ buying ಗೆ. ಆ formulas ಪ್ರಕಾರ total cost calculate ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Total cost calculate ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ compare ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So which is of minimum cost? So then accordingly it is chosen, making or buying. Any doubt in this? Clear? Shall we move to the next slide? Okay. The third method is what? Break-even analysis. Break-even analysis here, it depends on a certain point of making the part. Point. That point we call it as the break-even point. Here you can see that this is the point of making the product, where if you produce the part less than this point, ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ನೀವು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? There will be a loss for the company. If you produce more than this point, that is a profit for the company. So if it is exactly equal to the break-even point, ಹೇಳಿ produce ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು, suppose break-even point is 100. If you are producing 100 items, then no loss, no profit. So ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. If you produce less than this, then you will be in a loss. If you produce more than this, then you will be in a profit. So by looking at the break-even point, if you calculate the break-even point, then you can easily decide whether to make it or buy it. The production quantity ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ನಮಗೆ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ break-even point, suppose the break-even point is 100. ನಮಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ 500 ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. Break-even point is 100. Tell me. Break-even point is 100. We need 500 transformer for the production. 500 transformer ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. 500 point. Whether it is greater than this or less than this? Greater. So if it is greater than this, it is profitable. So if it is greater than this, it is giving the profit. Then in that case, what we should do? We should make the transformer. Suppose if we require transformer 50 ಬೇಕು, break-even point ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 100. We need 50 transformer for manufacturing the power supply. ಅವಾಗ 50 ಅಲ್ಲಿ where lies? 50 lies below this break-even point. If it is less than break-even point, what is that? It is a loss for the company. So if you make in your company the transformer, if you make it in the company, what is the company? What is the profit? There is no profit. No, it is a loss for the company. So if it is a loss for the company, what decision they have to make? Make money loss entry. So it is better to buy it from the outside supply. Is that clear? So making and buying decision is made according to the break-even point. Break-even point is the kadimi loss agati. In that case, it is better to purchase it, buy it. If it is greater than break-even point, it gives a profit. In that case, it is better to make it. So this is the brief introduction about the make or buy analysis, break-even analysis. Here, this chart will explain how the decision is made. Clearly, what all the costs are considered. Can you see at the last page? This chart, is it visible? Okay. Is it visible to you? Okay. See here. We have different terms here. It is having x-axis and y-axis. So along x-axis is very important chart. In examination it is asked explain break-even analysis for 5 marks. Aವಾಗ ನೀವು chart draw ಮಾಡಿ explain ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay. So along x-axis what is taken? Unit sold or it is the production quantity. Break-even volume ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ. Volume ಅಂದ್ರೆ production quantity is total quantity. Here it is the cost. Along y-axis it is the cost. So what are the different terms considered here? Here there is the fixed cost, variable cost, total cost and total revenue. So this dotted line indicates fixed cost. This line indicates variable cost line. This line indicates total cost. This another line indicates what? Sales or total revenue. So here let us take one by one. Fixed cost. It is the cost for making the part. Okay, making the part. It is the cost. What is required to make a part? It requires certain building, certain room, certain labors, fixed. Okay, irrespective of production. Production only ಅಥವಾ ಇರದೇ ಹೋಗಿ. Irrespective of volume of production. ನೀವು 100 ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿ 1000 ರಲ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Fixed cost remain fixed. Building ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 10 ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. You have to pay the rent for that. There must be a land. There must be special labors for that. Okay, and the salaries to be given. Whether they produce more quantity or less quantity, they have to be paid. So that will not change. Okay, that is called as a fixed cost. So that is why it is constant. You can see this. Fixed cost is constant irrespective of volume of production. So volume of production is this line. Whether the volume increases, quantity increases or decreases, the fixed cost remains same. Is this clear? Next comes variable cost. Variable cost, you can see that it is varying as or it is increasing as the volume increases, quantity increases. Suppose if you are producing 10 transformer, then it may require less cost. Material is required, it takes extra cost, no? Then if you produce 100 transformer, again the cost will increase, no? It requires more material, it may require more labor. Labor cost will also increase. If you increase the production quantity 1000 adandre, again it will increase. The variable cost will increase because it will require more and more material for that. Okay, so you can see that the variable cost is varying according to what? According to the volume of production. Volume ಅಂದ್ರೆ quantity. Quantity ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗ variable cost will vary. But fixed cost ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Fixed cost will not change with respect to volume of production. Fixed cost includes what? It includes what? Building and salaries to be paid for the employees. Top management ಇರಬಹುದು, working employees ಇರಬಹುದು, ಅವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ salary ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಅದು fix. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಪವರ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಬಿಲ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡೋದಿರಬಹುದು, ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ irrespective of volume of production it is fixed. So that is why it is constant, this is variable. Okay, next. And here this is given in the book, you can refer that. It is clearly mentioned what is the total cost. Total cost ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈಗ? Total cost, fixed cost plus variable cost. How the fixed cost ಅಂದ್ರೆ you have to pay that cost. Building ಇರಬೇಕು, salary ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, it is fixed. And variable cost, ನೀವು production ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, quantity ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗ the cost will vary. Then how are going to calculate the total cost? FC, fixed cost plus variable cost. So this is shown here. You can see this. This is fixed cost. This is variable cost. When you add it, it will be greater. So this line is one minute parallel this. Okay. This line. This is total cost line. Total cost line is parallel to this variable cost line, but it is above because total cost is greater than the variable cost. Is this clear? This clear? This difference is just because of FC. Fixed cost is that's the difference of it. Because FC plus variable cost is. Need out in this total cost how we are going to calculate? FC plus variable cost. FC is fixed cost. Variable cost is it is varied according to the volume of the production. Okay. Next comes here another line you can observe here. What is this line? Total revenue line. Total revenue ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರಿ? Income, ಆದಾಯ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕಂಪನಿ ಆದಾಯ ಸೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. When they sell the part or when they sell the product, they are getting the income, no? ಆ income ಏನು ಕರೀತಾರ? Revenue. Total revenue calculate ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Total revenue line is this. Total cost line is this. Now you concentrate only on these two lines now. You got it? FC, you got variable cost. Now you focus only on these two lines now. Which are those? Total revenue line, then total cost line. Okay. Initially you can see that. Initially total revenue is less when the quantity of production is less. Then it is increasing. It is increasing like this. Similarly, total cost is also it is varied according to the production quantity. And you can see that these two lines are crossing or intersecting at a certain point. Here, at point B, they are intersecting. That point is called as the break-even point. Break-even point ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? It is a point at which the total revenue line intersects with the total cost line, and this point will indicates at that point there is no loss, no profit. You can see this below this line, below this point. If you produce the part, it is a loss for the company. Above this point, if you produce the part, volume quantity ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, it is profit for the company. If the production quantity is equal to this point, break-even point, then at this point exactly there is no loss, no profit. So this point is called as no loss, no profit point, and this point will help the company to decide whether to make or buy. Here, I have already given you the example. Here, assume that the break-even point. This is the break-even point. Assume that the transformer you are going to purchase or make. Decide what to transformer make ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ buy ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. The question comes. Assume that the break-even point is 100. You calculate ಮಾಡಿ. Break-even point is calculated by using this formula. ಈ formula use ಮಾಡಿ calculate ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Break-even point is equal to FC divided by selling price minus variable cost. So ಈ formula use ಮಾಡಿ ನೀವು calculate ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೊಡಲೇ? It is 100. Okay. You have got the order for the transformer. ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಿಮ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪವರ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಕ 150 power ನೀವು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 50 lies where it is below this point. This is 100. Break-even point is 100. 50 lies below this point. So 50 is below this point. If you produce by yourself, ನೀವೇ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ನೀವು ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಲಾಸ್ ಆದಾಗ why to manufacture it, why to make it, it is loss for the company. In that case, what decision you have to take? It is better to buy it. So when the transformer quantity to be produced is 50, it gives a loss. In this case, better to buy it. Now another demand, if you have the order of producing 1000 power supply, ನಿಮಗೆ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, 1000 power supply ನೀವು ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ 1000 transformers you need to have to produce power supply. 1000 is the quantity you require. What is the break-even point? 100. 1000 is the quantity to be produced. Where it lies? It is above this break-even point. Above this break-even point, no? Are you following this? Now you tell me, is it profitable or loss for the company? It is profitable for the company. If you produce 1000 transformer in your industry, it is giving the profit. It is giving the profit means it is better to what? It is better to make it. Why to purchase it from the outside supplier? Is that clear? So here the decision is taken to make. So decision is made according to this break-even point. If the quantity to be produced is less than break-even point, it is better to buy it because it gives the loss. If the production quantity is more than the break-even point, it gives the profit. In that case, it is better to make it. So make and buy decision is made according to this break-even point. That is why this analysis is called as a break-even analysis. Is it not easy? Is it not easy? You should have this chart. You should know all the terms, FC, DC, TC, okay? And you should know this formula to calculate the break-even point. Once you calculate the break-even point, then you can easily decide whether to make that part or buy that part according to the demand, according to the quantity. Is that clear? Okay? So this is break-even point in detail. You can see the next. You can see what all they have explained. It is given here. FC is what? It is constant in respect of production volume. VC is what? It is the function of production volume of the production volume. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದರೆ variable cost ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Production volume ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ it will be less. So it is a function of production volume. Next, total cost is calculated by adding fixed cost and variable cost. Okay, and profit how you are going to calculate? In the chart you can see that the profit here, this is the profit. So profit is given by total revenue minus total cost. Okay, so total revenue minus total cost gives the profit. Next, okay, you can analyze the break-even analysis here. Break-even analysis is useful in determining optimum level of output. Output now decide whether to make it or buy it, below which it is not profitable for the firm to produce its products. So break-even point is the kadime in the production quantity. It is not suitable. It is better to purchase it from the outside supplier. If it is higher than the break-even point, then it is profitable for the company. In that case, it is better to make it in the company itself. So this gives the decision to make or buy by considering the break-even point here. So this is the analysis. Clear? Okay. MCQs and self explain ಮಾಡಿ. Get out it. Importance of make or buy decision is. What is the answer? All the above. D is the right answer. Next. Dash is the point at which sales revenue becomes equal to the total cost. make or buy decision.